Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel NapeDave. Today we are going to create this Netflix website using only HTML and CSS. This website is very easy to create as there is not much thing over here and it looks very simple. So anyone who is just starting to learn HTML and CSS will have good benefit by watching this video. And for this I'm going to use the brackets for writing the HTML and CSS. And I've got the files ready over here. I've got some images inside here, one for background and other for different parts of the website, one for the logo. And this is the basic file directory. CSS will go inside here in a styles.css file, and all the code will HTML will go inside this index.html file. So now let's start the coding part. So let's start with a doc type declaration for the page. So let's declare the document type, that is HTML, and let's put the HTML tag in. Okay, actually I'm just doing it wrong. I'm doing it inside the styles file, and then let's put the HTML here. So inside the HTML we need to put title, and then let's put the meta tag as well, representing character set UTF-8, and then let's create a link to the styles file. Okay, now that's done. Now let's see what's the title for the website. So the title is Netflix Australia, watch TV shows online, watch movies online. Netflix Australia, watch TV shows online, watch movies online. Okay, that's the title. Let's save and see if the changes has appeared or not. Yeah, we can see that the title has been updated. Now anyway, I should put this inside the head tag. That's my mistake over there. So let's just correct it. Then now let's start the body tag. So when we look at the body, we can see that there is a background image and there is some sort of shadow that's making the image look darker. There is a logo over here on the top left corner, and there is a button for sign in on the top right corner. So let's do that. I'm going to use an image for the logo, and I'm going to use a button for this. So now let's do this. So I'm going to put this inside a div tag. Let's give this tag a name of first page, because it is on the first page, it's displaying on the first page. Let's give that, and then let's put another div tag for, give it a name of navigation, and then let's put an image SRC, so it's inside the images folder, and this is the logo. So let's do that. Let's give it a alt text, logo of Netflix, and then let's put a button over here. button, let's give it a name, sign in. Let's see what has been updated. Okay, so the logo is there, the button is there. We can see that the button is on the right side and the logo is on the left side, and then the logo, they have a margin, a little bit of margin over here, gap. So let's do that. So now when we go into the styles page, let's remove all the default CSS. Margin is to 0, padding is to 0, and then let's give the font family as well. Font family, I found out that they use something called Netflix Sans, so I'm going to put that over there. And then they use Helvetica, new Helvetica, Arial, and sans serif. So yeah, so that's the font family for this website. And yeah, let's do this for now, and then let's see if any changes can be seen or not. Okay, not much changes. And then let's go to the index file. So we've got this first page over here. So let's put some background image over here. As you can see that this whole page, this whole screen is covered by the background image. So let's put a background image in that first page class. So background will be, let's give a linear gradient. This is why I am giving the linear gradient, is to make the page a little bit darker. So let's give 0, 0, 0, and then 0.7, and then another GBA of 0, 0, 0, 0.7. And then for background we should use the URL. Let's get out of the page, images less, it's something background Netflix or something. Yeah, background Netflix. JPG. Okay, and that will be the URL. And then in order to make the image cover the whole screen, give it a height of 100 view height. Now let's save this and take a look. Okay, we can see that the image has covered the whole screen. It also has some color, a little bit darker shade, just like this, and that's already looking a lot better. Now let's work on this logo and then the sign in button. So did I give any I haven't given anything to this. Okay, now let's give white to this navigation bar so that we can make it look like this. Okay, let's go with 96%. Margin is to 0 and then auto. Let's do this. See, now we can see that this has moved a little bit to the right side. Let's look at the website as well. It's a bit further, so let's do that. Maybe we should go for 92%. Now let's see. Yeah, that looks better. And then let's give it a height as well. So looking at the website, should be around 3 em. So let's try with that. Yeah, looks alright. Now let's work on the logo. So navigation img. So what should I do with this? Make the height 100%. Let's give it a width of looks alright. Maybe reduce a little bit. Give it a width of 10%. And then let's see. Okay. Yeah, looks a bit small. Let's go with 12%, and then let's keep a margin of 2 pixels. Okay, now I need to create margin over here, so let's do something on that. So for that I need to give margin on this navigation bar. So let's go with let's use percentage for this. Okay. Okay, that's not working, so let's not do this. And let's just do padding. Padding will also not work. Okay, let's put the padding inside here. That will be better. Let's go with 3%. Okay, that's a lot. Let's go with 2.5%. Yeah, still a lot. So 2%. 2% for top and bottom, and then 0 for this side. Left and right will be 0. Okay, looks a lot better now. Maybe let's go 1.8%. Yeah, that's better. Now let's push the button to the right. Yeah, now we can see that it has a color of white and the background color is red. So color is white, background color is red. Padding, there is some padding, so left and right maybe 3 pixels, and then top and bottom maybe let's put little bit more, 6 pixels and 3 pixels. Let's see now. Let's give it a white as well, white of 8%. That's a lot, so let's reduce the white to 6%. Okay, that's better. Now we can see the size of the text is also a little bit bigger, so let's put font size of 1.3 em. Let's try this. Okay, that's a lot bigger, so let's go with 1.1 em, or maybe just 1 em. Okay, that's better. And then we can see that the edges of the button is a little bit rounded, so let's do that. Let's do 5 pixels. Okay, looks better. Now let's see, we can see some text in the middle of the screen, so we will be trying to do that. Let's copy this. Let's keep this over here. And then I will create a div tag with a class of middle description, because it looks like a description to me, so I will do that. And then I will put these lines inside middle description dash main. Maybe let's do like this, middle main description. Okay, let's copy this 4 times. So this I will give it the name of second line. This one I will give it a name for other description. This will be the third line, and then last one seems like a question, so I will give it a class of question. So let's copy and paste this. Okay, unlimited movies, TV shows and more. So that's the first one over there. This one is the second one. That one is the third one. I think I should keep this over here, and then shows and more, so let's keep this inside here. My bad. Let's save this, remove this, save this. Let's see. Okay, it has come over here, it has gone down because we kept it outside. So this is supposed to go inside here because it's inside this page. So Now let's check it. We can see that it is over here, but because the color is black we can't see it. Now let's give it a color of white. So middle description. Let's save this and then check. Okay, we can see it. Now we just need to center this. So let's give it a width of 50% so that then margin of 20% for top and bottom. Left and right will be auto. So let's see now. Okay, it has gone to the center. Then it looks even smaller, so let's go with 40%. %. Now let's see. Okay, that's better. Let's align the text in the center. Okay, that's better. Now we can start working on these individual ones so that we can change the text and size and everything. So let's start with this first one. Let's look at this. Looks bold, big size. So let's try it out. Let's go font size of 3 em and then font weight of bold. Let's check it. Okay, need to be a lot bigger than this. Maybe go 5 em. That looks all right. Now we just increase the size of this 50%. Okay, that's very big. Yeah, let's reduce it. Let's go 4 em. Okay, that's better. And then let's reduce this one as well. Let's put 15% for now. Okay, now that's better. Looks a bit similar as well. And we need to work on the margin so that, because this gap over here is very big compared to this one, so we will work on that later on. And then I think actually maybe I can use the same one for this one as well, so I'll just do this. So I'll just do this instead, and then now let's check. Yeah, that's better. Now let's work on this line over here. So there is a little bit gap over here. We will create that now. So let's copy the class for this one. let's put a margin of 2 pixels, font size of 1.5 em, let's try with that. Font weight, let's go with 500, and then let's check it now. Yeah, looks better. Increase the margin, let's put 6 pixels. Let's see, yeah, that's better. Now let's work on this line. So there is a big margin over here, big gap, and then the size is a little bit smaller, so let's do that. I think I gave it a name of question. So margin of, let's go with 4%, font size of 1.2 em, font weight same 500, let's go with that. Let's check. Okay, let's go a little bit more, let's go 5%. 5% only for, so 5% on top, left and right is 0, and for the bottom let's just keep it 2% and then 0, because we need to consider this gap as well. Yeah, that's better. Let's reduce the size of this text even more, because yeah, now that looks better now. So now let's work on this one, this input tag, and then the place for inputting the email address, and then the button for getting started. So let's work on that. Now let's create another div tag. Maybe just put it inside there. Div class equals the option for user. So I'll give this a name of user input option, because it's a option for user to input. Then email address, input type equal to email, value equals email address, and then let's give the ID of email input. And then let's put a search button over here. I mean, not a search button, get started button. And then the symbol, and then this symbol, we need to keep that as well. So what's the symbol? What's the code for that symbol? So I have found out that the code for this symbol is this one, so I'll just keep it over there. Let's keep the gap as well. So let's keep it, let's work on the button, type equal to submit, ID equal to email submit. Let's leave this ID, email submit button. Let's see over here. Okay, we got this. Now we just need to add CSS to make it a little bit more beautiful. Okay, here we need to increase the width, the padding inside. Let's work on that. Email input padding is, so top and bottom, maybe let's put the padding of 1.5%, left and right 0, color is to color gray, because it was gray in color, the text color. And then let's see now, let's check it. Okay, this is better. Let's increase the width. Actually, if before increasing the width of this, let me declare width for this one, because this one contains these two input and button. So let me give width to this first of all. Let's go 100% because yeah. And then now we can work on this width is 2. Let's go with 70%. If we check over here, we can see that this is a bit shorter than what we have over here. So let's go with 90% and then 70%. Let's see how it looks. Okay, looks alright. Maybe go 80% then. So 80%. Let's remove the margin and then let's work on the submit button as well. So this one also, let's make it similar, 1.5%, 0, or maybe more, maybe more padding on this. So 1.5%, and then padding, instead of padding, let's increase the width 20%. Color is to give it a background color of red so that it looks red in color. And let's go with 18%. Then we need to increase the size because this is very much big, and need to increase the font size as well, as the font size is big over there. Font size of 12%. Font size of, let's go 1.5 EM. Okay, font size of 1.5 em. Maybe reduce the width 70%, 28%. Color of white, and then font weight as well. Let's keep it 500. Let's see now. Even bigger, so let's go with 2 em. Even bigger, so let's go with 2 em. Okay, that's better now. I just need to increase the size of this, so let's put it 34%, and let's put it 65%. Okay, that's better. Let's increase the padding to 2.5. Same for this one as well. Okay, that's better, but this one should be 4.5 maybe. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Maybe 4%. Why is it getting pushed down? So 3.5%, let's go with 3.5%, while 65%. Margin 0. Let's keep padding inside here 0. And let's give this padding of 2 pixels, so that you see there is a gap over here between these two, so I want to create this gap, so I will give it a padding of 6 pixels. Yeah, and increase the font size as well. Let's see now. Okay, that's better. Maybe 1.1 em will be better. And now we need to align this. Okay, how do I align now? Let's give this margin 0 and see what will happen. It's not getting aligned. So okay, let's try aligning this with vertical align. Let's try this. Okay, now it's done. So now I need to move this one a little bit towards the top, because you see there is a lot of gap over here and you don't see much gap inside here. So let's do that. So for that I'm going to reduce this to 12%. Okay, looks better now, almost similar. Only problem is with this one. Let's see. Okay, user input. So that's 90%. Let's go with 100%. So with 95%. Okay, let's push this a little bit towards the left, towards the right margin. So let's keep the margin of 2% on the left side. Now let's do this. And then if I do that, I need to reduce the size of this as well. So let's go with 62%. Okay, yeah, that's better now. Or maybe I should, this one is a little bit longer than this. This is much shorter. This one over here much shorter. So I need to make this of equal size. So what I'm going to do is reduce the size of this. Let's go with 31%. Let's go with 63%. Then I'm going to reduce the size of this as well, 1.5 em. Font weight will be the same. White, I will make it 30%. This one I'll make it 64%. Now let's see. Now if I reduce the font size, this is also getting reduced, so I need to increase the padding now. Let's go with 3.5%. Okay, yeah, that's better. Maybe a little bit shorter. Let's go with 3.3%. Mostly CSS is like this, like you just need to keep working. Like you just need to keep trying out which value looks better on the page. And one thing I just noticed is that it's not covering the whole screen, it's up to here, so maybe I should reduce the view height over here, somewhere about here. So let's give it a view height of 97. Let's try it out. Okay, that's better. And maybe 98. And then you can see there is a border over here, and then there is some content with the image on the right side and then some content on the left side. So let's do that. Let's work on that. Let's give it a view height of 98. And then okay, so now let's work on creating this container over here. So this has some text on the left side and then an image on the right side. So let's work on building this. There is a gap over here, gap on the left and right, and gap towards the bottom. So let's work on this. So first of all, let's create a div tag with class of options, Netflix options, because this is showing like option, what are the options if you choose Netflix, like if you subscribe to Netflix. So let's do this, and then inside let's create another div tag. This will contain all the boxes inside. Let's give this a class of this, and then let's create another div tag. This will contain the text for the description. Let's create another div. This will contain the image inside. So now let's put the text inside here. Let's copy everything, bring it here, paste it. So that will be one p tag, and then I'll strip this under another p tag. Okay, so that's been done. Now I'll put the image as well. This should be everywhere because it's written watch titles on smart TV, so I think this is the one, everywhere.jpg alt equal to Netflix on TV. So now let's save this, let's take a look. Yeah, it's there. Okay, it's there now, so we just need to make it much more beautiful using CSS now. So let's work on the Netflix options. So on this one I will give this a border, this one, border desktop is to 9 pixels, solid hashtag, this one 9 pixel. Okay, looks better. Okay, I will give it 5 pixels solid, and I found the color to be this one. So let's check now. It's much thinner, so let's make it a little bit thicker. Let's go with 9 pixel. So let's see. Okay, that's better. So now inside Netflix options box, so inside here I'll give this white of 80%, margin I'll give top and bottom 0, and then auto on left and right. Padding I will give 4% and 0 on left and right. Let's see. Okay, that's better. And then let's declare the height for this one as well. So let's go with 60 view height, because I think 60 will be much better, because over here as you can see it's nearly 60%. So let's go with 60. Okay, see, now you can see that this is nearly 60%. So now let's work on Netflix options description. So let's give it a white of 49%, margin of 0, and let's save this. Okay, that's better. Let's, on this one, let's give this a background color. Okay, so yeah, that looks better now. And give this a color of white. So white 49%. Now let's work on the image as well. Netflix options. So I think I gave image on this. Yeah, image. Netflix options image. So I'll give this a white of 50%. Maybe just a 49%. Margin same, 0. Let's see now what will happen. Okay, that's better. And then let's give it a height of 100%. And then this one, let's float it to left. This one float to right. Okay, now it's going, it's on the left and right. And then let's see, object dash fit is to 10. Let's try with this one. anything, nothing. Let's put fill. Let's put fill now. It's not working. I think I should work on the image. So let's insert this and then put img tag. Let's put height, or maybe let's keep this inside there. Let's put content. So let's see now. Okay, still not there. Let's try something else. Color. It's not working, so what I will do is try a different 100%. Height is to 100%. Okay, that's better. Maybe because of this one. Okay, that's better now. Now I need to work on the text to make it look like this. Okay, let's do this. So the top paragraph is a lot bigger, while the bottom one is a lot smaller. So let's do this. Let's give this class of top description, and then this one class of bottom description. So now let's work on top description, and then another for bottom description. So let's try font size of 3M because it's a lot bigger, and then font weight of 600, and then this one, let me try font size of 1.5 em, and then font weight same, maybe 500. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, that's better. Then let me put some padding in this one, so that padding of 3%, maybe 5% top and bottom, 3% left and right. Let's do this. Okay, now that's better. And then we need to put some margin in between there, this one. So margin desktop, let's go with 1.5%. Bit more, maybe 2%, 2.5. Let's do 2.5. Okay, that's better. Okay, we did one part. Let's go and build this one now. So I think similar to this, two container, one for image, one for text. So let's copy this and then change the text. Copy everything so that we can be quicker. So this one over there, and then this one over here, and then the image is at the front, so let's keep this over here and then change the class, because it's left and right, so we need to change that. So now what am I going to do is copy this. So what am I going to do now is copy this one and until this one, and then paste it down here, and then just going to give 1 1 1. I'm going to float this to the left, float this to the right. Now let's see now. We need to save the index file as well so that we can see the changes. Yep. Just need to change the source. Need to change the image. So it was on a mobile phone. So what does it say? Watch them offline. So okay, this one. Okay, I need to reduce the width of the image on this one. So let's go inside here. White, let's reduce it to, let's say 70%. Yeah, already looking better. Maybe keep it 80%. Yeah, looking better. So now let's add this one and this one. So we just need to copy and paste for these two. So what I will do is copy and paste these two, and then copy this one, paste it over here, so just like that. Change the image. I think this is this one. So what did I got over there? Okay, so okay, that's wrong. Everywhere is different. So Netflix on your TV. So this is alright. I need to change this image. Plus Netflix everywhere, Netflix Kids, Netflix TV. This one. Okay. this one Netflix offline. So now this one Netflix everywhere, and then let's work on this one now. So this one will be for kids, Netflix for kids. Copy and paste this. Okay, I copied the wrong one. Copy and paste this. Remove this. Paste it here. Delete. Now Netflix Kids images. I think I should give this ID of Netflix Kids image, because the width for the top one was shorter, but this one is different. So actually this is alright. If you see it here, download your source to watch them offline. Download your source to watch them offline. Let me reduce the white little bit for this one, description one, or maybe increase the padding to 7%. What will happen after that? Or maybe not increase, decrease. Let's go 2%. Padding is to 2%. Now let's see. And then reduce the size. So 2.8 m. What will happen? No, that one was better. So let's just keep 3 m, and then 30%, 100%. So that's alright. I think I don't need this, so I'll just remove this. So okay, that's alright. So now we need to work on this one, frequently asked questions. And this one requires some sort of JavaScript to display and hide, but I won't be using that. And I'll just create one of these, and it is pretty much similar for everyone over here. So I'll just create one of these. So that's done. Now let's work on another one. So div class equal to frequently FAQs. So let's give this a class of FAQs, and then give one container over here, maybe not, just write this class equal to FAQ text. Let's give this frequently asked questions, and then keep a div inside div container so that we can put the question and the frequently asked question. Let's give it number 1, and then inside here I will create 2 paragraph. Since there is a sign over here, I will keep this inside a div. And then put 2 span inside. So let's work on this one, FAQs. So FAQs dot FAQs border desktop is to, let's give this same thing, 9 pixel solid hashtag this one, and then dot FAQ text. So for this one, white is to 60%, font size is to 2.5 em. Let's try with that one. Font weight is to, let's go 600. Yeah, that's done. Margin is to 0 and auto. Padding is to 3%, and the left and right 0. Color is to white. This one, let's set the background color to hashtag 00000. So that's a black color for background. And then let's align this text to the center. Text dash align is to center. Okay, yeah, that's done. It's a little bit even much more bigger than this, so let's go 3 em. Okay, that's better. And then padding 3% only on top, and then okay, that's alright. Anyway, let's go 3.5% on top, and then 0, and then 2.5%, and then 0. Okay, that's done. Now let's work on this one. So the question was, what is Netflix? And then they had a plus sign over here. Let's save this. And then let's give this a ID of plus sign. Now this one FAQ, let's put these questions, and then let's go to the CSS. Okay, FAQ number 1. Okay, first one is FAQ number 1. So let's work on FAQ number 1. So what this does is, when I put the FAQ number 1, let's give this the width of 60%, margin of 0 and auto, so that the thing gets centered. So what auto does is centers the content. So now let's save it and then see. Okay, that's working. Color is to, we can't see anything because the color is black, color is too white. Okay, that's better. And then let's keep a padding of top 3 pixels, left and right 5 pixels, top one maybe 3 pixels. So now let's see. Okay, white is 2. Let's go with white is to 55%, and then so on FAQ number 1, so on this one I will increase the padding inside. So FAQ number 1, or maybe inside FAQ questions. Let's go with 5% and 3%. Okay, that's a lot. Anyway, I can see it's working, so that's better. So let's go with top and bottom maybe 1%, and then 2%, and then font dash size not here. Let's save this. That's better. And then the size is a lot bigger, so I will do that in the next one. So FAQ questions, FAQ questions font dash size is to 1.3 em. Let's try with this, and then let's see. Okay, that's better. And then let's put the background color. I found the background color to be 303030. So let's check it now. Okay, that's better. And then let's push this span plus sign to the right, float is to right. Okay, that's done. And now let's add the paragraph answer. So let's put another div tag class equal to FAQ answer. Let's do this. So let's put the p tag here, and then another p tag because there were two paragraphs on the first one. Let's copy and paste this. Okay, so working on the FAQ answer. So let's do float font size is to 3 pixels, sorry 1.3 em, maybe more, 1.4 em, because I think it looks a lot bigger. Yeah, now let's work on margin. Desktop is to, let's put 5 pixel margin, maybe more, so let's go 3%. Okay, that's better. So FAQ answer, let's give first paragraph, so that margin dash bottom there is a gap in there, so is to, let's put 2%, and then let's give it here plus equals to first paragraph. So yeah, you can see that I've created a gap. It should be much bigger, so I will increase the margin over here. Let's give it 3%, and now okay, it looks better. And then so FAQ answer and FAQ questions. So in FAQ answer I will put a border as well. Did I put answers or answer? Answer, okay. So I will put a border desktop of 2 pixels solid black. Let's check. Let's go with 3 pixels. Okay, that's a lot thicker. Okay, so it is not supposed to be inside. So FAQ number 1 is supposed to be width of 55%, margin 0 or 2, plus an FA questions. So let's give this width of 100%. Let's save this. Let's check it. It should be covering the whole thing, not like that. See here, over here it's all the way up to here, but here it's up to here, so I need to work on that. So let's reduce the margin to 2%, 1.4 m worth 100%. So FAQ questions, FAQ number 1 worth 55%. What will happen if I remove this? Let's remove this. And then paste it inside here. What will happen? So white 55%, margin 0 and auto, color white, padding. Let's remove the, okay, let's keep the padding like that. White 100% white. Let's remove this white. So now what will happen? Then let's paste the same thing over here. Margin is 2, let's keep this 2% for top, and then auto and 0 the auto. So let's do this padding 1%, 2%, white, remove this. Let's see. Okay, that's better. And then 3 px, let's put this 2 pixels font size, padding, let's remove the padding on top. There is padding, okay, but not the margin. Let's put it 0 and auto. Let's save this. Okay, that's better now. So we have done the frequently asked question as well. Now we need to put this back again, so maybe I can just copy and paste this one. Over there under this. I'll just copy and paste and see what will happen. Okay, that's a lot bigger. So let's give this 1 and then 1 and then 1. Let's do this. Styles.css, Netflix options, user input option, email input, email submit. Let's give this 1 1 1, give this 75%, margin 0 and auto, padding 0. Let's save it. And then so margin should be top and bottom. Let's take a look here. There is some margin there. Let's go with 3% to see how it looks. Let's go 4%. Yeah, that's better. Now Let's reduce the padding to 1.5 percentage. And then I forgot to put the ready to watch Netflix text over here. Where is it fucking gone? This one I forgot. Let's copy and paste this one as well. Let's copy the styles that first. Middle dash question. One margin, let's put the margin 4% and auto for this one, auto, and this one, so I'll put the margin not much, so just 1% of margin. Middle question 4%. For this one I'll put margin of 1%. Now let's check. 1% and auto. Let's save this. Okay, that's better. So white 75% again. Let's align the text to the center. And let's save this. Check. Okay, that's better, but the color is white, background is black. Color is white, background dash color is black. Let's put the background color on the whole body so that I don't have to keep working on the background color. Okay, now that's better. Let's increase the font size. Let's increase to 1.2 em, and then let's reduce this size to 70% or maybe 67%. Let's do this. Okay, and then increase the padding, maybe even shorter than that. So this one may be even shorter to 50%, because this is short, like you can see that this part is shorter than this part. So, and then let's increase the padding now, padding to 2.5%, and same over here, 2.5%. Let's see. Okay, that's better. maybe let's increase to 2.8 percentage. Not this one. This one 2.6. This one 2.8. Maybe 2.7. Okay. Okay, now we have done up to this much. Now let's look at here. So okay, there is a really big gap over here under the input field, so we will be trying to make that over there. As you can see, there isn't much gap over here, so let's do that. Margin, let's keep it. For the bottom part, let's keep 3%, and then let's try with this. Yeah, now you can see that there is a much more bigger gap. Maybe go 3.5 percentage. Okay, that's much better. Now let's work on adding the footer part, so this part over here. Okay, so let's do that. So in order to do that, let's go to the index, and then I'm going to add footer over here. So inside the footer, I will be adding okay, so let's add a footer over here, and inside this I will be writing a paragraph to write the number that we could see over here, this line over here. And okay, so this is a link as well, so I will make this a link. Let's write this phone number. Let's give this ID of phone number, and then what's written, this one, copy and paste over here, and make this a link. Let's save this. Okay, we can see that it is over there. Check the color. Okay, the color is somewhat gray in color, and I found the color to be 737373, so I'm going to use that in the CSS footer. So for the footer, let's give the border desktop, same like before, 9px solid. Hashtag, what was the border? 2222. This one, padding of 4%, and left and right 0, and then let's just leave this ones, and then let's work on the p tag, that is phone number. So white is 2. So how big is it? It's nearly like 60%. 60%. Margin is to 0 and auto, left and right, and then let's put the color over here for text. Hashtag 737373. And then let's save this and check. Okay, that's a lot better. And then let's for all the links in the footer, I'm going to remove the text decoration, none, and color is going to be same, 737373. Because of this one it's not working. Okay, see, now that's working over here. And okay, when I hover over it, it's going to change. Actually, let's look for other links, what will happen when I hover over. Okay, all of them will have underline under them, so that's better. So what I can do is footer a over text decoration. I can keep this underline. So now let's check. Okay, yeah, that's what you want. And now let's go and insert all of these things. So what am I going to use for this? I'm going to use table to do this. I'll show you how to do this as well. Let's create this table, and then TR stands for table row. This represents the row in the table. TD, and since every text is going to be a link, I'm going to put a href over here. And what am I going to do is copy this 4 times, and then let's count how many rows are there. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5 rows. So just going to copy and paste this. 3 4 5. Okay, now let's copy everything. FAQ, help center, account and media center. FAQ, help center, account and media center. FAQ, help center, account and media center. And then investor relations, jobs, redeem gift cards, buy gift cards. Investor relations, jobs, redeem gift cards, buy gift cards. And then the next line, ways towards terms of use, privacy, cookie preference. Ways towards terms of use, privacy, ways towards terms of use, privacy, cookie preferences. Okay, that's another one. Now let's go to other one. Corporate information, contact us, speed test, legal note. Corporate information, contact us, legal notices, and I forgot the last one, speed test. Speed test. and then the last one only on Netflix. So only on Netflix. So I can remove this. Now let's save this and let's take a look. Okay, it's everything is there. It's just aligned to the left hand side. So let me work on this. So let's go to the styles files, table. So let's keep the width of 60% and then margin of maybe 1.5% and dot. Yeah, that's better. And then the font size is also much smaller. So font dash size is maybe 0.8 em, and then yeah, I think that's it for this one. Let's check now. Yeah, looks much better. Now let's go to TD, so table data. So for TD, what am I going to do is keep the width 25%, padding on top I will give 0.5% and 0 on left and right, and then text align is to left. Now let's see. Okay, that's better, but there is much more gap here, so let's increase the padding to 1%. Is it too much? No, I don't think so. Yeah, okay, looks better. Now let's work. Let's add this last line over here, this one, Netflix Australia. So let's go to the index HTML, and then outside the table I'm going to add another link, and give this name only Australia because it's written only for Australia. Oh, it's Netflix Australia. Netflix Australia. So let's save this. Go to the styles file, hashtag only Australia, and then let's write width of same 60%, margin 0 and auto, and then font size same like that because it was smaller, same like in the table. And I think this is also a link. No, it isn't. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's done. But there is a huge gap over here and less gap downwards. So what I am going to do is keep the margin of 1% on top and check, and bottom I'll give 0 and auto. Yeah, that's better. And for the footer, give padding of just of 2% on the bottom and 0. So yeah, that looks better, pretty much nearly similar. Okay, the website is done. See here. Yeah, that's the original Netflix website. And now let me just remove this out, keep this over there, and let's check hours now. Let's look at the Netflix website again. Okay, and now let's look at hours. Okay, I need to move this away somewhere. Let's keep this over here. Here, this is our website. So okay, I think this one is a little bit small in size in Netflix, but it's pretty similar. So you just need to work on the margin, reduce the margin, or increase the margin. You just need to reduce the white, and it will look pretty much more similar again. And yeah, that's nearly, that's like nearly as similar as this website. So yeah, that's done, guys. We just created this Netflix website using HTML and CSS, and hope you got the chance to learn something from this. And I really enjoyed doing this. If you liked this video, then please hit the subscribe button, click the like button, and if you'd like to share this, then share this with your friends or colleagues or your uh, classmates. And please, if you have any suggestion, you can give me suggestions as well. And anything that you would like to watch, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to do it. Thank you.